So let's be a little bit more generous with the way we've written this, because maybe that's all I gotta do to fix this problem. So I'm thinking maybe it's a +1 and then we seal it. What's the difference between sealing and then +1 or +1 and then sealing? Absolutely no difference. I don't think there is. No, I don't think so. Okay. Anyways, let's save that. Go over here. We're gonna refresh, and if we get any errors thrown, then I don't know what to say. We would just oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, we Okay. Yeah. I think Well, I'll tell you one thing. That is laggy as hell. Because there's a lot of code now. So that sucks. And now if we zoom out, are we getting... Oh, boys. So if we zoom in... Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay. Okay, so one tile. And then if we zoom out, you know, this definitely needs some work, right? Because we have 4 tiles. And then we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles, right? And we zoom out a little bit more. Zoom out a little bit more, right? Keep on zooming out. And then eventually it's just like, whoa, right? We're just out of... The borders, it's literally so thick that the borders themselves just it looks like right, if you're zoomed out too much, there's just not enough room to show right, like these borders should just kind of vanish if you're too zoomed out, right? Because eventually, once you zoom out enough, it's like 1 pixel is equivalent to 1 tile, and it just doesn't make any sense anymore, right? Now, the amount of lag is pretty serious here, and so I think I may have gotten to the point where, you know, we've kind of figured out a decent amount of math here for how things need to work, but... If I hit the arrow keys, let's hit the arrow keys. But because of just the sheer amount of lag involved here, it doesn't really... It's not really a sensible thing to... Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. We found the border. It really doesn't make sense to just keep on coding it like this, right? We really need to use some OpenGL to render this. Because I have done a little bit of work with rendering stuff like this kind of logic in OpenGL. And, wow, this lags horribly, right? Because we're doing, like, a big loop, and we're doing, like, a whole bunch of logic on, like JavaScript CPU side, to calculate every single pixel. And, the calculations, yeah, they're not, they are, I don't like that the border isn't showing up on the edge, but I mean, we've gotten pretty close. You know, we can probably figure that out at a later date. We figured out, yeah, we figured stuff out. We removed off by 1 error in the formulas. So I'd say the formulas themselves are valid, and we're able to derive these local coordinates around the tile, right? We're definitely able to derive the local coordinates, right? Because that's how when right? Because it lines up with every pixel. It's not very obvious here, but then when you go here, down, left, yeah, you can definitely see that we have superimposed a grid over the tile map. But this grid, it's not like we just did one pass where we're rendering a grid, right? These gray borders, they are actually part of the actual tile. So we have successfully figured out how to get the local coordinates of the tile, but it's slow as fuck. It's slow as fuck, and as much as I would like to not have to mess with like OpenGL or like WebGL, because like I know it kind of sucks to be like, man, you know, OpenGL is, you know, it's ancient, antiquated, and it's a clusterfuck, but like I think it's the best option you have if you want to, you know, write something that performs quickly. When we're talking about like doing, you know, HTML5 kind of stuff. This was pretty good for like, you know, getting something running quickly, you know, being able to mess with the pixels and find formulas. Like we got something good here we can work with as a foundation for knowing the math involved, which that's nice. But wow, this is not going to be. Yeah, this kind of lag is not acceptable. Yeah. But, you know, I have figured out a lot of the math for some stuff I want to do. So that's good. But yeah, I need to, once again, doing another project, right? Like I write some code and then I just burn it. Well, don't burn it. Like I have it for reference now. But this is definitely the logical stopping point. Because this is not performant at all. There's no way I'm gonna render the kind of tile map data that I want to render at this kind of speed if it's this laggy and all I'm doing is, you know, computing where some gray lines will go. Now, you know, maybe for you some of these methods will work okay and not be laggy because you're gonna like blit bitmaps and use some like built-in copy paste pixel commands for like blitting sprites. Like that might work on a native canvas and be performant enough. But that's not for me. I mean, I already worked with like Flixel back in the day with like Flash, and I'm not about to dig myself in one of those holes again. Cause yeah, you'll no. Because then there'll be a constant battle where you're like micro-optimizing stuff, and then you'll be like, woo, I've micro-optimized a whole bunch of shit, and now I get a nice smooth 30 frames per second. Like, what kind of that? No, I don't want to go back to that. I'd rather do OpenGL than do that. So I'm gonna yeah. I'm going to try to rework this project. I'm going to reference these files and kind of build up again. But this time, when I build up, we're going to try to get back to here where we are. But we're going to do it with, let's look at the console. We're going to try to get back to here with this interactiveness, but with OpenGL code, right? So we'll use a fragment shader to render this instead of a loop that goes pixel by pixel over everything, because that's right, and that is why I wrote this code this way in the first place, because I wanted something I could transcribe later to like shader language. Like I said, where are you? Where's the loop? Do the mapping, calculating. Okay, so this dx and the dy, they're basically like GL frag chord and then this is the X component and the Y component of glfragchord. So I'll probably redo this math, because first I'll have to like set up an OpenGL project and whatnot, and I don't know OpenGL very well. And then it's like, I don't know. But you know what? I get pretty good results. I don't know. I gotta not be a perfectionist. OpenGL isn't the best thing, but it's better than a canvas, so I guess I gotta try not to be too much of an academic and be more results oriented, I guess. Okay, I'm done ranting. I'm done with this. I'll upload all the videos for this section and put the source code somewhere. I'll put it on the Stack Overflow post. I'm gonna just keep on doing that. And yeah, okay. See you later.